guys, thanks for joining me for another Dokkan battle video, and today we are going to do a rainbow showcase on this Videl. She just returned on the banner with Decal and Caulifla celebration here, so I didn't pull a ton of her. I pulled, so on Videl's original banner I pulled one, and then I got one more on Cal and Caulifla's banner, and I just bought 3 copies with red coins because I really like Videl and I wanted her rainbowed, so that's what I did. So I'm definitely not summoning anymore on the Cal and Caulifla banner. The worst thing you can do is buy out a unit with coins and then go back in on the banner and pull them again, right? So this is where we're at. My Cal and Caulifla was at 69%. I'll do a video on them separately. So Videl, we'll take a look at her passive, but Videl is still one of the better TURs in the game. She's quite powerful if you set up your team right and build your team around her. She's very, very good, which is one reason I did want to make sure to get her done. Plus, I feel like Peppy Gals is going to get better and better in the future, and it's kind of a fun team to run. I don't know when Global's getting those Peppy Gal Easy A's that JP got. They're kind of hanging in limbo along with LR Janemba and a few other things, but we'll see. So anyways, Videl's got a very good leader skill. Peppy Gals and Defenders of Justice, key 4 and 170 all stats. So that's a very good leader skill. And when you combine the two categories, there are actually a lot of good options, especially with Dragon Ball Heroes just happening. A lot of those units are on Defenders of Justice. So you could potentially, if you wanted to, run Videl as a lead and then have a bunch of Heroes units in there if you wanted to, right? Her super attack effect is she infinitely stacks attack. She raises defense for 1 turn and causes immense damage. And then she does have a unit super attack with a Gohan. And she greatly raises attack, raises defense for 1 turn, does immense damage, and lowers defense. So we're going to have that active. You just have to have a Teen Gohan or Great Saiyaman on the team, and we do have that in this situation. So her passive here, it's a big one, but it's really good. Attack and defense 158, high chance of evading an enemy's attack before attacking, so that basically means slot 1. Plus an additional attack plus 58% when attacking. Attacks effective against all types within the same turn after evading an attack, plus an attack plus 58% within the same turn after receiving an attack. So basically what she's set up to be is a slot 1 unit, where you want her being attacked before she does, and then she has that high chance to dodge, and then ideally for her best situation is you want her to get hit once and dodge once. So if she gets hit, she gets an attack boost. If she dodges, she gets super effective against all types, right? She also launches an additional super attack as the first or second attacker in the turn. So she just flat out has a guaranteed super attack. So when we have units like this with the guaranteed additionals, we count both attacks as the attack stat. So you're going to see her attack stat won't blow you away turn 1, but she stacks quickly, and when you're combining the attack stats, it's absolutely mind-boggling how much attack she's doing in a turn. She also gets an additional attack plus 58% and high chance of evading as the 3rd attacker in the turn. So they kind of give her something. Ideally, I would say you want to run her in slot 1 or slot 3. So use her as like a floating unit, or you use her as like a main rotation unit, right? And then she also has an active skill. So you have to have a Gohan Teen, Ultimate Gohan, or Great Saiyaman on the team. And basically after 4 turns you can activate it. She does do a costume change into short hair Videl, and then she gets attack 20 and a minus defense 20 for the remainder of battle. So most people would recommend not to do it. I don't mind doing it. It depends on the event, right? If I'm doing like really hard content where I need the defense, yeah, I'm not going to transform her. But for like the showcase and most events, I will transform her just because I actually like the short hair Videl better, and her attack just gets absolutely insane. So we'll take a look at that in this video as well. I did put a lot of additional equips on her and then some extra crit as well. You can see I have her fairly balanced, 16 additional, 17 crit. You want crit on her because crit's going to increase her damage output, and she already gets a guaranteed super, but I do like giving her additional because she is a stacking unit, and you have the potential for triple supering every turn, which is very insane, right? So this Videl is a very good unit. I have her somewhat linked up, kind of mid-level links there. You can see one of her big downfalls, I guess, is her link set, and then also her teams, right? Defenders of Justice, Majin Buu Saga, Peppy Gals, and Earthlings. Honestly, like once Earthlings gets a legit leader, like Earthlings is good enough to be a legit team. They have gotten some very, very good units, and it's actually kind of funny because her best linking partner right now, I would say her best combo. So here's the thing, she doesn't link very well. So the most links she shares with any one character is 4, and that's Int Mai. And Int Mai has like no real synergy with her. You wouldn't run her on her team because she's a support unit for like Future Saga, and Videl's not on that team, right? But she shares 3 links with Physical Tien. And Physical Tien is an Earthling unit who is a Majin Buu Saga support. So her and Tien, if you want to optimize Videl, basically you run her with a bunch of supports, and running her on rotation with Physical Tien is actually a really good idea. And that Physical Tien is still a very good unit, by the way. So here's my team build. So I'm going to run Buu Saga. So I'm basically just going to keep 2 Goku and Vegetas on rotation together. And then I'm just going to Videl on rotation with Physical Tien right here, this guy. And then we're going to just be floating a ton of supports. So we're going to run this Gohan, this is the guy who's going to activate our unit super attack. He very recently got an easy on global, so he is a 35% attack and defense support. Then we're going to run 18, and we're going to run Krillin. Now Krillin's not going to be like the full like all-out 60% support, but he's still a 30% support, which is fine. And then with Krillin on the team, 18 becomes a 30% support as well. So we're going to try that, and 18 shares a couple links with Videl too, so they're not a bad combo either. So turn 1 here, we got Videl with 2 links with Krillin. We're going to put her in slot 1. 161k defense, considering she has a high chance to dodge, like that's fine, right? Like that's a very fine defensive stat, and she's going to get a defense raise on super. So we're going to go ahead and super. And you can see we did get the unit super attack because of the physical Gohan. We'll just let Krillin do this. And then STR Vegeta will do that. Alright, so let's look at Videl turn 1 here. So she got hit, so she got the attack. Yeah, look at that. 4 mil on turn 1. And that's only with 1 support on rotation. Now she gets a guaranteed additional. So Videl turn 1 just did like an 8 million attack stat turn 1. That's why Videl is crazy, guys. 8 mil turn 1 with like well, she was probably looking at like 200k defense after supering, right? So 8 mil, 200k defense. That's pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. All right, let's leave this Vegito on rotation. We're going to get Gohan floating. I'm hoping this rotation can just take this Goku out. The problem that Videl is going to have early on in this Legendary Goku event here is that she's so powerful, she might not be able to get all of her attacks off, right? We'll see. All right, nice little dodge there from Vegito. That's definitely the friend unit, because I did not give my Vegito any dodge. All right, let's get a crit here. Perfect. Okay, I'm hoping... Oh, we need a crit from 18, but look at 18 at 3 mil. Like, she's a really good unit, too. Yeah, there we go. We got the double crits. Perfect. We want Videl coming on rotation with, like, full health enemies here. All right, so now this is, like, a god rotation for Videl. So her and Tien, you can see we've got three links there. And we don't get any more by adding Krillin. Yeah, so 3 links here. Videl's at 233k defense. She's going to get more defense on super. Has a high chance to dodge in slot 1. Now, keep in mind, wow, the key kind of got shafted here a little bit, but I did bring a key item, so we'll just use that. Now, here's the thing. Videl's attack stats are going to vary. So, remember, if Videl gets hit here, she'll get the attack buff, which we had on turn 1. If we don't get the attack buff, don't be surprised if the attack doesn't look as impressive as turn 1. So let's see if Videl gets hit or dodges. See what we got here. Okay, we got hit. And then 5 mil. This is her second turn. And she's 5 mil with a guaranteed additional. Yeah, and then here we go at 5.3. So first turn, she was over 8 mil. Now she's over 10 mil. And this is only her second turn. So, like... This isn't like a unit that is built for just long events. Like, she's good everywhere. Like, she's insane. Absolute insanity right now. Okay. Videl is someone who, she scales greatly when you put the dupes in. Because for the longest time, I was using Videl at 55%. And it was not uncommon for her turn 1 attack set to actually be under 2 mil. And just by having her rainbowed, like, she shot up to 4 mil. Like, it's crazy. And she got hit as well. I would think Videl at 55%, when she gets hit, like in that same situation that I had in this video, I think she'd be at like 2.3 or something like that. So yeah, scaling greatly as you get dupes into her. So I'm very glad. Like, I have no regrets over going in and rainbowing her. I know, like most people, I wouldn't recommend the average player grab her with coins. You really should be saving your red coins for Dokkan Fest LRs, which I still have a lot of coins left over. So my plan is to rainbow AGL UI Goku, which whenever the Tanabata banner comes, which should be actually relatively soon, I should be able to finish my AGL UI Goku and get him rainbowed up. Okay, another really good rotation here. And we have the costume change mechanic. So she's at 236k defense. Now we are going to costume change here because we're going all out attack with Videl here. Because her defense, like, we don't really need to see that anymore. Like 235k, that's pretty much like her peak start of turn defense. It's not really going to fluctuate any more than that. She doesn't stack it. It's just the one turn. The reason why her defense looks so good on turn 2, by the way, is because she does get a one turn defensive stack, but like when she's multi-supering, that defense is shooting up just a ton. So, and the fact that we could get triple supering, like, I wish there was a way Dokkan would let you see the defense like end of turn, but they don't really have a way to see that. So yeah, 189k, so we took a dip there on defense, but her offense is going to go up like crazy right here. I'm hoping Videl doesn't dodge here actually and she gets hit, so that we can see the insanity here. Please get hit. Don't dodge. Yes, okay. So attack buff, and then 6... oh my gosh, 6.8 mil, and here's the thing, Goku's going to die. But she had another one of those coming. So that, roughly, was going to be a 14 mil attack stat. And that was the first turn she could transform. She's putting up a 14 mil attack stat. And she's only going to get more ridiculous. This is why when you see, like, builds with Videl as the leader, you just run, like, Defenders of Justice and Peppy Gales, and you just run, like, Videl on each rotation, and then just flood it with a bunch of support units. And Videl literally can just carry the team. Like, I don't know, it's probably going to take, for sure, until STR UI Goku, maybe Int UI Goku, until Videl can, like, not one-turn the boss. But here's the thing, even against Strength UI Goku, if Videl triple supers, and she's got her attack buff and effective against all types, alright, let's see what we're going to take here. This shouldn't be too bad. But if Videl, like, triple super, triple crits on Strength UI Goku and he doesn't dodge, like, I'm pretty sure she's going to take him out. I'm kind of curious to see. We're definitely going all the way to the end on this one, by the way. We're gonna take Videl all the way through and see how well she can crush those UI Gokus at the end. Once again, it's going to be RNG dependent on if they dodge or not. Yeah, see, we're getting to the awkward point where the enemy's tough enough where they're surviving my other rotation. So Videl is not going to be getting, like, a ton of attacks in a row here, just because the enemy's coming in weaker, right? Alright, but we're just going to keep it. Like, I'm pretty sure we've only seen Tien attack, like, maybe once in the whole video. I'd have to go back and check, but Videl's not going to leave a lot of room for these other units to attack, which is fine. That's why you can get away with doing it. Alright, so there's the dodge. So yeah, the attack stats could dip a little bit. Dipped down to only 5 mil this time. But now she's super effective against all types. So that's still doing more damage anyway. So, like, no matter what Videl does in slot 1, it's going to be absolute insanity. It's increasing her damage either way. The only way it wouldn't increase her damage is if she already had type advantage and she only dodges, right? Okay. And I would like to get these Vegetos transformed, but we really haven't even had a chance to take a lot of damage. Now, my slot 1 Vegeto taking on all these AGL attacks, we could take enough damage here. It would be nice to get a Vegeto transformed just so that they'll at least have some links together moving forward. Like I said, this isn't ideally how you would run the team. This is definitely just like a showcase run here, right? And what I've been doing lately on my showcases is if the leader doesn't support, I just throw 2 of the same leader on rotation even though they're not linking. But it works out really nice when the leader's transforming, and then I can transform one and not the other. So I've been doing that with, like, Tech Ultimate Gohan and units like that. The physical Angel Golden Frieza is probably my favorite unit for that. I just wish he had a 170 leader skill. If that physical Golden Frieza, this should do some damage. Oh, but we dodged, which is fine. If physical Angel Golden Frieza was a 170 lead, I'd be running that team, like, all the time. Double Golden Friezas is so ridiculous. It's still really good on a 150 lead. Yeah, so Videl's defense is just going to stay, right? Like 186k, like, that's just where she's at. But she's still getting the defense raises on super, so she's only vulnerable before she attacks, but she has the dodge chance, right? Now, Int UI Goku, she could be in trouble because she can't dodge there. So she's going to guarantee get her attack buff, but she could take some damage. Alright, let's see what we're doing. We're on turn 9, by the way. Alright, we got the dodge and the attack buff. So this is 7.6, super effective against all types. And she's got another one coming. Let's see. Yep. And then there's an 8 mil. So here we are over 15 mil attack stat. And super effective against all types. And when you're super effective against all types, it's basically like 1.5 times the damage. So it's like, it was probably more like a, I don't know, like a 20-something mil attack stat equivalent right there. So you tell me if Videl's busted or not, but I'm pretty sure Videl's busted. Like, and here's the thing. Videl's been out for a while now, right? She's been out for what, like 6 months or something? And even longer on JP. And we can compare her to like these Dragon Ball Heroes units that like just dropped on both versions. We can even compare her to like the Namek Goku, Namek Frieza. Like, she's up there with all those units. Like, she's, like, for TURs, like, for me, she's Z tier, like, top tier. Right? And I've said this before in my videos. I don't necessarily like to rank units like one by one, but I like to rank them in tiers. And this Videl, she's top tier TUR, like, all the way. Once again, her big downfall is her links and her teams. But honestly, like, they had to make her this busted to make her worth it, because since she is so limited, like, I like that. If you make, like, for example, the Dragon Ball Heroes God Trunks, right? He's limited to one team, but he's like a god on that team. Like, he's ridiculous. So I don't mind that if you are going to really restrict a unit, as long as you make them a god in those situations. So you run one of these teams with Videl. And by the way, this Vegito Buu Saga team is a very good, relevant team anyways. And the Vegito leaders are very easy to find. So even if you can't find Videl leaders, you can still run Videl. You just run Buu Saga here. Alright, so this is STR UI Goku, basically at full health. He's down 1 bar, okay? Let's see if Videl can take him out in one turn. It depends on if he dodges or not. I honestly don't think she will, but I'm kind of curious what like a triple super, triple crit would look like here. I mean, if it was a Dokkan attack, maybe. Let's see what happens. Okay, we got a dodge. Now we need to get hit once. Okay, perfect. So we got both. And then 8.5. And we've got another one coming. Like, this is mind-boggling how ridiculous she is. Wow. And then a 9 mil attack stat. Holy buckets. And it's guaranteed. So you combine them. So that was what? 17 mil. She almost took him out. And that was only with 2 supers and no crit. And then Tien spitting out a 3.5. Like, Tien's good enough to run on rotation. By the way, guys, I might do a Super Battle Road run with this team, because the combination of Videl, like, just dishing out damage, and then Tien stunning, because we're not seeing Tien stunning here, but Tien has a high chance to stun, and he stuns often. So I don't know, guys, we just almost one-shot that UI Goku. Oh, now I gotta waste the Dokkan attack here. That's unfortunate. That's fine, though. It's just a showcase. But let's see how much this is good, though. I mean, we're gonna guaranteed finish him off here, right? I'm not even going to grab the notes here so it goes faster. But I'm really curious as to how much health Videl can take out of this Int UI Goku. Can she one-shot? That's what I want to know. I don't know. I kind of feel like with how much health we did on Strength UI, if we triple super, triple crit, like, I don't know. It could be close. We'll see if it happens. Can we one-shot Int UI Goku? That would be kind of epic, actually. He dodges a lot more, though. Here's the thing. Alright, so I'm going to King Yema here, just because Videl definitely could, like, take on too much damage here. So yeah, her 186, very consistent defense stat here. Alright, so let's do this. Videl's taking enough hits. Well, okay, so Videl will not get super effective against all types. It's impossible. She cannot dodge here, but she's guaranteed going to get the attack buff. So what we're banking on are some crits here. Yup, okay. Alright, what do we got for an attack stat? 9.1. We're approaching 10 mil, guys. Alright, can we crit? We got a crit. Oh my god, that was 3 health bars. Alright, and then almost a 10 mil attack stat. Can we crit again? No crit on that one. Okay, okay. So here's the thing. The first crit did 3 health bars. Triple super, triple crit would have been pretty close, not gonna lie. Would have been very close. Because the attack stat is going up with each attack, right? So who knows? The second one might have been 3.5 health bars and then 4 health bars. We might have been able to do it. We just didn't get lucky with the RNG there. But look at this. It's still not common to, like, basically, what, that's 60% of his health in one turn? Like, that's not common. Like, this UI Goku's fairly tanky, right? Alright. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to, like, not super here and try to get us one more turn. Well, I don't know that this rotation's at any risk of killing him anyways. Sure, let's just Whis. I want to make sure I don't die. I just want to get one more turn. Alright, one more turn with Videl. We should take him out unless he decides he's going to dodge a bunch, right? If he doesn't dodge Videl, he's for sure gone. Like, there's no way she doesn't take out 4 health bars, even if she doesn't crit. She's going to take out 4 health bars. But yeah, even STR Vegito, like, you can see, like, he's not taking down that much health. Now, I'm not doing 24 key supers or anything, but, like, yeah, this Goku's tanky. So, to show that we did that much damage, like, that crit was so huge. To do 3 health bars and 1 hit to this guy is pretty insane. And it took, like, near a 10 mil attack stat with a crit to do it. That's pretty wild, dude. This Videl, I am so glad I rainbowed her. I'm just going to have to, like, think of ways to use her more, because this team is pretty fun. I have to decide. I don't know if I'm going to like her more. Honestly, this Buu Saga team probably is the way to run her. But the Peppy Gals team, I kind of want the Peppy Gals just to get, like, more support units and, like, easy A's for support units. Because I would like to run more Peppy Gal supports than, like, the Defenders of Justice ones. But there's still some really good supports on that team, right? Alright, so, yep, 186k defense. That's not changing. Alright, this should be last turn. Well, it's going to be last turn either way. Because if we don't kill him, I'm not going to go another turn. Alright, let's see what happens here. So 9.8. Okay, we got a dodge. And then 10 mil. So we reached the 10 mil attack stat. So basically by the end of Int UI Goku, she's doing 20 mil attack stats. Yeah, and she one-shot there dead. Look at that. 5 mil on UI Goku with the crit. So anyways, guys, there's Videl rainbowed. I think she was well worth it. Let me know what you guys think of this Videl. Thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all in the next one.